voice here, and it matters. The Family Club helps us to keep giving young people the mic. If you believe in that, join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Hey yo, me is a youth, no in a hurry. Me love me chick.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
Jamaica! Tune in to Cliff Views Online on March 20 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we broadcast from the University of the West Indies for World Water Day. This year's theme, Inclusivity and Equity, highlights the commitment to ensuring that every Jamaican has access to safe, reliable water. Representatives from Jamaica's major water agencies will be present to answer questions, share valuable information, and help you explore the many possibilities within the water industry. So tune in to Cliff Views Online for World Water Day celebration, Inclusivity and Equity. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2, or keep your station locked to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Water, Environment and Climate Change.
Hey, Miss Sandra, wait, why you look so? You alright?
Girl, I really need to advertise my business, but I don't know where to put my money.
Simple. Advertise on Nationwide 90 FM.
But I'm already advertising on your radio airwaves using their hot listings, promo deal, and more.
Yeah, those are good. But I'm talking about social media.
Social media?
Yeah, girl. Let me get a rundown. So, they have over 518,000 followers across platforms. In 2025 alone, their Facebook posts reached over 63 million users. Yeah, million. Their Instagram posts reach over 130 million users. Over TikTok, those videos gained over 13 million views. And on Twitter, X, the content was seen at least 49 million times. One more you really gotta ask for.
So them a go on bad? That's some serious exposure, man.
Exactly. With all of them reach our nationwide gear, your business now gonna touch road. It can go touch sky. Advertise your business on nationwide social media platform them now.
Come, give me them number there, quick.
Alright, come. Ready? 876-630-1210. You have that? 876-630-1210. Or you can send them an email. sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Shop at Cameron Industries for all your countertops.
Jamaica. Our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Scolding, encouraging all young people to come make we talk up, on Talk Up Radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk up youth. Myself a talk up youth.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never you waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about talk up youth, Cause the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
Pull up another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody but you. Pull up another Lada. But me have the Benz and the Prada, and a couple brand new order. All of them fully don't matter. 0 to 102. Yeah, so I'ma flex on you. All in on my section view, I set on you. Then me get a text come true, so I'ma show you what my legs can do. Pull up another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody but you. I don't play, you will never ever find another like me, yeah. You should know you made my day, and I lost my horse when you came my way, but it changed my mood. Oh, you're so rude, yeah. Then I try push up intrude, but you're well settled and smooth, yeah. Pull up another party, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another Rari, yeah. Bare feelings that I carry. Pull up another Audi, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody, yeah. Pull up another card, yeah. I ain't not watching nobody but you. Pull up another ladder, but me have the Benz and the Prada.
Welcome to the Talk of You radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on the best revolution station in Jamaica, nationwide 90 FM.
It's your youth where the vibes are high, the conversations are real, and the energy is always unmatched. Whether you are listening to us on the 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9 FM band, Digiplay or Flow, we are glad to have you this morning. And we are here today with... Okay. And Morgan. And we are here to take you through Girl Boss Up, Girl Power, Woman Empowerment. It's a post-Women's Day show. So we are so excited to have you here tuned in to the best revolution station in Jamaica.
Can't hear myself good now. Love that.
Right, so March, Sheree, is Women's Month, and we're still riding the powerful energy of International Women's Day.
Yes.
A time when the world pauses to recognize the strength, brilliance, and impact of women everywhere. Right.
From community leaders to entrepreneurs, athletes to advocates, women continue to shape the future. And today we're celebrating exactly that.
Yeah, and right here on the Youth Show, we believe in girl power.
Obviously,
Yes.
period.
That's why I'm wearing pink today, because I'm a girl's girl, okay? Right.
Yes.
So we believe in girl power, youth power, and most importantly, purpose. Yes.
So today's episode shines a spotlight on the women who inspire us, the women who are bossing up in their fields, and the young women stepping into leadership and innovation.
Amazing.
So so excited. It's just real great stuff.
Anytime we're here talking about women empowerment, it has to be an excellent show, right?
Thank you.
Coming up in the broadcast today is What You Say. So we'll kick things off with mentioning a little youth development, resolution project, and we'll speak about young people given a chance to explore a social venture opportunity to turn ideas into action and create real change in their communities.
Okay. And then inside Youth for Chat, we'll highlight women of wisdom, women who inspire, women who mentor, and women who are truly bossing up and showing us what leadership looks like.
Yes, and on this day in history, we'll take a moment to recognize a phenomenal woman whose impact helped shape the world we know today.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when we talk about women, we also talk about endometriosis.
Oh, yes.
It's something a lot of us are fighting.
Yes.
And March, and March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. So we'll also touch on that.
Okay, fantastic. And then in the spotlight, we share a story of community and compassion as we rally support for Jordana Guthrie, who is currently seeking assistance for treatment for multiple sclerosis.
Okay.
Right. So we want you to stay tuned for our transportation feature with Fuego Transport, because when it comes to getting where you need to go, Fuego Transport, we know the way.
Okay.
Yes.
We're here till 1 p.m. So listen to the Talk Up Youth radio show here or online at Nationwide radiojm.com or get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store. You can also watch us on our YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM. Keep it locked
at the station you trust.
Yes.
And let's switch over to the break.
This is the Talk Up You radio show. Talk Up You, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
See you later, boss.
Yeah. Go get your nails done, hair bust down. Go get that body in the gym right now. And make him mad that it didn't work.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Attention contractors, developers, and homeowners. Glacier White Corian Solid Surface is now at a special price. While stocks last, choose Corian for your commercial and residential projects. You won't regret it. It's durable, beautiful, and long-lasting. No sealing necessary. Corian is the #1 solid surface in the world. Second to none. Visit Home International Limited at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 876-755-1970 or 876-276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Attention contractors.
Interex Distributors Mega Tile Clearance Sale is happening this month. Yes, all tiles must go. Ceramic, porcelain, borders, and inserts at jaw-dropping prices. Create the look you love with premium tiles for less. Hurry to our showroom at 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston. Call 876-501-2516, 876-550-5689. Interex Distributors Tile Clearance. It's now on.
Jamaica! Tune in to Cliff Views Online on March 20 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we broadcast from the University of the West Indies for World Water Day. This year's theme, Inclusivity and Equity, highlights the commitment to ensuring that every Jamaican has access to safe, reliable water. Representatives from Jamaica's major water agencies will be present to answer questions, share valuable information, and help you explore the many possibilities within the water industry. So tune in to Cliff Views Online for World Water Day celebration, Inclusivity and Equity. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2 or keep your station locked to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Water, Environment and Climate Change.
Loudy kids, madam girl, not yesterday. I like a hip start show. Loudy kids to my lot, onto them by the street, make them go on back home. This is Ngozi Right representing for Talk Up Youth.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Victory, when you're winning, it's a sweet story. And when you're not, then the war is bitter. You're quick to call me a sinner. Only judge I know my history. So we have to give the king glory. Like a tree planted by the river. I smile with the sun. Can't keep it down, cause we have to oversleep.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth radio show, the voice of the Jamaican youth. And on today's show, we're all about bossing up and celebrating women who lead, inspire, and break barriers.
Yes.
And just before we get into segment one, I just want to remind you of our studio lines at 876-630-9371 or 876-630-9372, straight down to 9374. So if you want to call in, those are your studio lines.
So today we're sharing about an exciting opportunity through the Resolution Project, which is inviting young Caribbean change makers to submit their ideas for a social venture that can make a difference in their communities.
And selected youth innovators will have the opportunity to participate in the Caribbean Social Venture Challenge, which is taking place during the Beyond Beach Summit 2026 in Kingston. And that is hosted with partnership with entrepreneurs across borders. This summit brings together entrepreneurs, investors, and innovators from across the region and around the world to share ideas, build partnerships and support impactful ventures.
So what's the goal?
The goal is to empower young leaders with innovative solutions that address real-world challenges, whether it's education, health, climate, technology, or community development. Right? And participants, Sheree, will get a chance to pitch their ideas, connect with mentors and investors, and gain support to launch or scale their projects. And it's all about proving that Caribbean youth are not just dreaming about change, but they are building it. So this is an amazing opportunity. If you think that you have what it takes to get onto this, please guys, go and take this opportunity by the reins. Yes, so tell us, Sheree, is there a link for this project? How people get through to it?
Okay, so if you had the opportunity to create a social venture that could transform your community, what problem would you solve and how would you do it?
Okay, how would you get around that?
Lord, I feel like this is a sit down and think about question.
But on the face of it, immediately, what's one of the problems that you think as a Caribbean young woman, powerful, empowered young woman, that you think that you could address?
I think concerns health. What can we do, especially among our young community, for them to be more active, lead a more healthy lifestyle? Could be within our community or nationally.
For me, I would say reaching out to the unattached youth. There are many unattached youth across, especially Jamaica, who I know once it is that we get into the communities, we understand their needs, and we try our best to meet them where they are. I think that will drive a lot of change, because remember, our country's greatest resource is its human resource. And so if we continue to inculcate those type of skills at the lowest level or from the minor level, I think that's very important to get them ingrained in the society and the community. So that would definitely be something for me. And of course, to use technology, different apps, different testings to try to get them involved and that kind of thing. But I was indicating that for you to be a part of this program, you can go to the link at theresolutionproject.submittable.com/submit, and you'll be able to access the forms to sign up. For any further inquiries, please contact AIC at resolutionproject.org. So that's AIC at resolutionproject.org. And in order to participate in the social venture challenge, you must meet the following eligibility requirements. So tell us about them, Sheree.
Individuals or teams must be currently enrolled in undergraduate students, or you must be a founder or founders of the social venture. Teams can be as large as 3 eligible founders. But note, if selected as a semi-finalist, individuals or teams must be present and represent the venture live at both the forum and finals. Your venture must be a new organization, program, or a major new initiative of an existing organization. And lastly, your venture must not have received prior funding from an institution or organization.
And that's fair. That's fair.
So just note, small-scale crowdfunding and small-scale fundraising from founders, family, and friends are acceptable.
Okay, fantastic. And if you have any questions or are unable to access the application, please contact Meredith Schutt at meredith@resolutionproject.org. So this is really an amazing opportunity, especially for young people. You know, a lot of times as young people, we talk about that we have ideas, we have dreams, but we don't have the resources or the platforms or access. This is literally a project or a program that is putting it in your face that I have an idea, I have a dream, I want to know, put this dream to reality and get my idea off the ground. So please, everyone, if you're listening, if you have an idea to get into the social venture challenge, contact Meredith at resolutionproject.org. And if you want to submit your project, go to the resolutionproject.submittable.com/submit. And any other inquiries, you can also contact AIC at resolutionproject.org. Let's get our ideas out there, young people. Let's be innovative. Let's show them our brilliance, and let's show them that young people also have an amazing voice. That's right. All right, see. So that was it for our What Say You and the Resolution Project Caribbean Social Venture Challenge 2026 at Entrepreneurs Across Borders Beyond the Beach Summit. And a final reminder before we go to our break, Beyond the Beach Summit 2026 will be held in Kingston, Jamaica. All right. So we are going to take a quick break and then we'll be back with our other segments. Stay tuned to the Talk Up Yout radio show. Talk Up Yout, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Yout.
Upgrade your home or business with Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Explore our range of termite-resistant plywood, quartz, solid surface, and granite. Experience timeless elegance with our cedar doors, crafted from premium cedar stock, kiln-dried for durability and beauty. For quality and craftsmanship, visit us at the Trade Center Kingston 10 or Hatfield, Mandeville. Call 876-963-0628-30. Cameron Industries and Joinery Limited. Transform your space today.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, if a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice. God me say you watch you off, me practice.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Interex Distributors Mega Tile Clearance Sale is happening this month. Yes, all tiles must go. Ceramic, porcelain, borders, and inserts at jaw-dropping prices. Create the look you love with premium tiles for less. Hurry to our showroom at 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston. Call 876-501-2516, 876-550-5689. Interex Distributors Tile Clearance is now on.
If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
Jamaica! Tune in to Cliff Hughes Online on March 20 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we broadcast from the University of the West Indies for World Water Day. This year's theme, Inclusivity and Equity, highlights the commitment to ensuring that every Jamaican has access to safe, reliable water. Representatives from Jamaica's major water agencies will be present to answer questions, share valuable information, and help you explore the many possibilities within the water industry. So tune in to Cliff Hughes Online for World Water Day celebration, Inclusivity and Equity. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2, or keep your station locked to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Ministry of Water, Environment and Climate Change.
Secure in the back, financial freedom, barrel full up of crap. Down a yard, that's some things go. Take a good look inside, there's some just loyal to income. Moving in silence. So much blessings, I'm so thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, that will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. In a life when it get hard, 10 toes down, shoulder broad. Drop on my knees and pray to God. It could have been worse, it could have been bad. Now in the earth and in the bag. Now chat to the nurse and live in a ward. We flipping the car, secure in the bag. With double the rabbit with me and my squad. Now in a barrel full of a crap. Mind over matter, we stick to the plan. Never yet sell off a couple of grand. Only the farmer can depend upon. Forever grateful, I'm giving the thanks. Living the dream, you know me and the gang. Me and the team did a sick in a sun. We wouldn't be here without all of the fans, yeah. So much blessings, I'm thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I asked the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth radio show. You're hearing the voice of Sheree and
Morgan.
How are you guys doing? So today we're focusing on women everything. Women empowerment, women in history, women doing great things in society. We're going to talk about it all.
Yes. And as we continue celebrating Women's Month, because we are still in March, so even though March 8th is recognized as International Women's Day all across the world and the universe, it does not mean that the entire rest of March does not belong to us, right? So it's still Women's Month and we're still here pushing our women's agenda. And the spirit of International Women's Day, it's time for Youth for Chat. And today's focus is Women of Wisdom. This sounds serious.
Yes.
Really serious, right? So across our communities and around the world, there are women who are leading, innovating, mentoring, and inspiring the next generation. These are the women who are breaking barriers, breaking the glass ceilings, creating opportunities, and yes, truly bossing up in their fields. And all I'm hearing in the background is that song by Shensia, Boss Up.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So from entrepreneurs building businesses to educators shaping young minds to activists speaking up for change, women everywhere are showing us what resilience, leadership, and vision really look like.
Yeah, so we're talking about women across the world, women in general, but let's bring it a little closer to home, Sheree, right? Yeah, so
Morgan, let me ask you this. When you look at society today, who are some women who you think are really bossing up and making an impact?
Well, there's no way that we could be on Talk Up Youth and not mention Empress Goldie.
Yes,
Clock
Mama
that tea. Clock that tea. We want David to make the proper one on our sound because we have to clock that tea, right?
Yes.
Empress Golding is who actually gave us this platform for us as young people to be here and being able to host a radio show. And like, sometimes I was having a conversation yesterday and I was saying that, you know, a lot of times we look on things and we take it for granted because we have access. Yeah. And when you sit here and think, Sheree, like, where you really think about us as young people hosting a radio show,
our whole radio
getting
show.
that opportunity, like in general. So us having being able to be here today, to be able to sit in a whole studio with lights, cameras, everything, and being able to talk to Jamaica, the entire Jamaica on nationwide is such a big deal. And so we have to big up Empress 1, 2, and 3 times, right? Yes. So that's definitely one of the women that I wanted to big up. But what about you?
You know, I think about our females in parliament.
Yes.
I think it's such an intimidating space.
Indeed.
And they
because
have,
naturally you'd hear it's a man's world.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So to see these females representing us, especially when I think about the Minister of Education and Youth and how she has been championing so much.
The Honorable Tina Morris Dixon. Yes.
I really do feel inspired by them.
That's so important. That's so important. And you know, that's the thing. Inspiration can come from so many places.
Yeah.
It might be a well-known leader, a creative person, an athlete, or even a woman in your own community who is quietly doing powerful work every day. And I know we speak about sports and leadership, and we've spoken about Empress in terms of radio and media and TV, and we've spoken about the women in parliament, but we also have to big up the women in sports because that's a big deal too, you know. That's a big space where you think it's a man's world, but women have been dominating, and I have to big her up. I love. If you're listening to me, Shelly and Fraser Price, Morgan Kelly is one of your biggest fans. Okay,
Yes.
that lady is class personified.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard her do an interview? See how she
Yes.
conducts herself.
Yes,
She's
I have.
really Jamaica's darling.
She is.
And I'm really gonna miss her from the sport, but I'm so grateful for the
Yeah.
contributions that she has made to Jamaica, to the sport of track and field, and showing young women out there that anything is possible. This lady is a serial entrepreneur. Here, business. She have her foundation. She's giving back, and she was being a whole mommy rocket after giving birth, mind you, and still really up to par on the field. And we have to just really look at that and say, wow, that's a big deal. And I mean, no bias, because women across the world are really amazing, but we have to just say something about the Jamaican women.
Yes.
Them thing turn right up,
Listen.
right? Yeah, Jamaican women, fantastic. Yeah. What above the rest? One step above the rest. For sure.
So today on Youth the Chat, we're celebrating women of wisdom, the women who inspire us, uplift others, and remind us that leadership isn't just about titles, it's about impact.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Leadership is about impact, because anybody can get a title.
Yes.
Anybody can get, a position.
Yeah.
But if you're not making an impact, if you're not impacting or inspiring at least one person's life, then are you really a leader? No. So that's why we have to big up the Jamaican people. Because say all across the world, right? They know us, they see us, and they feel us, right? So speaking about impact, we will speak about a powerful woman herself, who is a young and inspiring author, Chanel Loden. So we'll get to her a little bit soon. But before we get there, we want to talk about women in history. On March 14, 2026, this day in history. March 14, on this day, we recognize Lucy Hobbs Taylor, born in 1833. And she made history as the first woman to graduate from dental school.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Breaking barriers at a time when women were not allowed to enter the profession. Wow, that's
quite interesting.
Quite interesting and quite fantastic to know. So Lucy Hobbs Taylor, first woman to graduate dental school. So I'm guessing that she was also the first female dentist.
Yes.
That's really, really, and again, I say it, we're here today and we take it for granted that, most of the time you probably go to a dentist now, most of your dentists are female.
Yes.
We take it for granted that at that time, women were not even able to go to dental school, much less become the first female dentist. So that's a big deal. So, big up Lucy Hobbs Taylor, who was able to be the first woman graduate from dental school.
And you know what I think about too? The struggle she would have faced.
I'm sure.
Yeah, just from
being
enrollment,
right?
Throughout the
school.
period. Yeah,
exactly. Probably, and if she's the first, I'm assuming, I'm not so sure, but it could be possible that she was the only woman in her class or graduating class. So that must have been, a lot to deal with. But of course, as women, we know how to rise above it all. So Lucy Hobbs Taylor, such an interesting story and so amazing to know. Yeah.
Also born on this day was Sylvia Beach, the founder of the famous Paris bookstore Shakespeare and Company, who helped shape modern literature by supporting groundbreaking writers.
Okay, Sylvia Beach. So that's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Okay, that's nice. I like that. And she helped shape modern literature, like you said. So I guess it's a more forward-thinking writing for persons to see and know and, get to know about. So Sylvia Beach, fantastic. And obviously March 14th is an interesting day because she was born on March 14th, right? Right. Also, we have in 1921, Ada Louise Huxtable, not Claire Huxtable now.
Right.
Ada Louise Huxtable was born the first architecture critic to win the Pulitzer Prize, and she's changing how the world understands architecture and city design. So that's really interesting because again, you don't really see women in those fields doing architecture, doing designs, and Ada was able to do that. So that's really, really, really interesting of her. And these women remind us that one bold step can open doors for generations to come. Literally one single step, one bold step can open doors for generations to come. So my reminder to our listeners today is don't take it for granted a dream that you may have. Don't take it for granted. Something that you want to pursue, because you'll never know the impact that you're making on somebody.
Yeah.
You'll never know how inspiring you can be. You never know what kind of door you're opening for people.
Right.
And one of the things that I use to dictate my life is that you never know who's watching.
Yes.
So take it as a stage, you know, you literally never know who's watching, who's inspiring. Sometimes you pass and somebody might say to you, you know, you did that thing the other day and it really helped me through something. It really motivated me to go and do something. So never stop doing what you're doing to inspire others. So my question quickly, Sheree, is there anything that you're working on right now that you want to put a plug in, that you feel like you're inspiring other women to, you're opening doors for generations to come?
Well, you know, professionally, I'm a social worker.
Oh,
but
that's amazing.
Yes, I've recently had a shift. I now work in macro social work. So it's more about policy. And I'm with the Minister of Health. So I'm excited because we're actually looking to elder care in healthcare.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So focusing on how we can reshape the healthcare or health sector to be more focused on our elderly, be more elder focused, how we can make it a more comfortable, receptive space for them. So I'm excited for that. I think I'm locked up now reading a lot of policies, but eventually we'll be going out talking with stakeholders and seeing how we can champion that change.
Yeah. And that's really important. Policy is so important. And I say that because I'm actually on the Youth Advisory Council of Jamaica, and a lot of our work is very policy driven. And it's important because before we can actually take action into certain projects and programs, there must be policy.
Yeah.
Because research is important.
Right.
As I said, finding out the needs and meeting people where those needs are is so important. But and David is getting old, so we have to plug in terms of ensuring that we're safeguarding the elderly in our society. So not just the young people, but also creating policies that help shape lives for the elderly as well. For me, I would say I'm just really hyper focused on my back to school treat every year.
Yes, I see it, guys. Have you been seeing it?
I know we're really early in the year, but I'm plugging it early because preparation is so important. But it means a lot to me because I see the impact that it makes on the children each year, and it really goes into the grassroots communities, into the deep rural communities, into the communities where the unattached youth are, and you see the difference throughout the year that each time they come, because I try to not make it just a project on one single day, but an entire program where we're still mentoring the young people, we still stay in communication with them, we keep track of their progress throughout the year until we keep the treat on another day for this year. Right, so that's really, important to me, close to my heart.
And I think it's so important for us to see young folks taking care of our young folks. I really love that, Morgan.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does. That is pretty cool. So big up Sheree and Morgan one time on the Talk of You radio show today. Right, so we leave with you a powerful reminder from civil rights leader Coretta Scott King. Woman, if the soul of the nation is to be saved, I believe that you must become its soul. I'm gonna read that again because I want it to soak in. This is a quote from civil rights leader Coretta Scott King. Woman, if the soul of the nation is to be saved, I believe that you must become its soul. And I think we see that happening every day with our women in society.
It's a message that reminds us that the strength, compassion, and leadership of women continue to shape families, communities, and the future.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow. Imagine becoming the soul of communities. Women, that means we have a rightful place to take up in society. And I'll just add on to Coretta's, quote about women becoming the soul, is that it's so important for us to recognize how powerful and impactful we are. Sometimes I think we forget because of everything that goes on, but we have to remember that, hey girl, you are that girl, right?
You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here. Taking up space.
That's right, that girl, and we're all about bossing up. Boss up, boss up, boss up, boss up, boss up. We're all about that. So women, take out your space in society, become the soul. So to every young woman listening today, keep dreaming, keep striving, and keep bossing up. Because your voice, your ideas, and your power. It matters.
Yes, it does.
Don't ever forget that. Don't ever lose sight of that. Don't ever lose sight of your dreams, your aspirations, and anything that you want to achieve. And let me tell you something. I can tell you something. You see, when you as a woman do something and you achieve it and you get it, I'm telling you, the feeling of satisfaction is so real. So I just want to big up all women that we mentioned. Are there any other women you want to just big up quickly as before we, wrap up this segment here?
I think our mothers, not just my mother, but the mothers we have in this country.
Yes,
sometimes you hear about praying mothers, you hear about fighting mothers.
Trust me. Oftentimes my mother's prayers have saved me from so much. So I'm just gonna take this moment to be a shameful plug and big up my mama, Michelle Martin, for just raising a strong woman, because I deem myself as a strong woman.
Period.
And I've stood on her shoulders to continue her legacy of that particular strength and to continue to empower other people. And I just want to plug her again because she has made me have a real love for community, because I've seen how much she loves community.
Really?
It's just small things, like literally nothing big, but just the small things. And sometimes those are the things that matter. So big up my mother, Michelle Martin, one Michelle on the app, never two. All right?
Period.
I'm giving you your moment to pick up your mom.
Yeah, I have to call my Miss Angie. Really, my biggest cheerleader. There is nothing that I tell my mother I'm about to do and she's not excited about it. Does she understand what I'm doing? Maybe not. But she's just excited, and I know she's goodly watching now. So, Miss Angie, I love you and thanks for being a really great mother.
You go, Miss Angie. You raised a wonderful woman, right? I'm big up Miss Joan for David. One Miss Joan. All the way in South Africa. You don't know. Hurry up and come back home, the man said, right? Big up Miss Joanne. I would just want to big up all the mothers across the nation, Jamaican mothers. You know that your strength is different, built different, and they're all so different. So big up all of the mothers of our nation, you know. And so we're going to take our quick break right now, and then we'll be back with the Talk Up Youth radio show. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say talk up youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
You may have been hearing the teasers. Now it's official. Beginning Monday, February 9, 2026, Nationwide News Network launches something special. The Nationwide Family Club, exclusively on Patreon.
With the Family Club, members get early access to our documentaries before anyone else. Some of your favorite segments, including Cliff Says, What's on My Mind, Cover Story, and others will now be a click away inside the Family Club. There are 3 tiers of membership. First, Bronze, the Family Insider, behind-the-scenes access, Monday motivational videos, members-only chats, and on-air birthdays and anniversary shoutouts.
Second, Silver, Nationwide VIP, breaking news alerts, exclusive documentaries, quizzes, personal milestones celebrated on air, and weekly family roll call mentions. Oh, and for our biggest supporters,
our gold category, elite listener, full archive access, early releases, private studio tours, live show experiences, personalized birthday videos, and exclusive live streams. From historic election coverage to lifetime, impact, Jamaican milestones, and rare archive content. This is Nationwide like you've never seen it before. The Nationwide Family Club, coming to you February 9, 2026 on Patreon.
Join the family, support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family. because we see you as family.
Persons with disabilities and their caregivers. Register on I Am Able My JCPD, the official digital platform of the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. Created in partnership with UNICEF, the online platform makes it easy for you to connect to information, programs, and support. Sign up today at jcpd.gov.jm/IamAble or call the JCPD Help Desk at 876-447-0444 for assistance. The Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. Educating, advocating, empowering.
G, you know say Mikey no come?
Hold on.
No, sir. That sound like consumption.
What that?
Tuberculosis, aka TB.
Now all time something like that. After nobody now get that again.
So you think TB still about?
If you have a cough for more than 2 weeks with fever, night sweats, and weight loss, go to your doctor or health center and get tested now. Let's be vigilant and stop the spread of TB infections. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
We love showing you the fun side of Jamaica. New places, good food, real vibes, and pure adventure. If you enjoy exploring with us, come closer. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, Mr. for Talk Up Youth.
Mastermind.
Pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me half a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again. Send me working hard while I'm still struggling. Minimum wage can't cover my bills. Somebody tell me how I'm gonna live. Me might complain, but me not giving. I'll do it now, sure. Only me and God know how my day go. Oh, when me have to make a bad drive out of town. I'm pretty home, I forgot the place and yes, me, Tanisha first starter. When me just start, me used to hear be a laughter. But you me know say a time are the master. And everything I say I'm going do me, I go after. You see the free, that's why every day my OD. Just I get a girl from the east with a dream. I shoot for the top and me go bring you whole team. Every time I feel, can't do no different. Swear we have a way, that's why we're trying. Every time I feel, cause God always a listen. There I have to stand, that's why we try again. Nowadays me, just one.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, and you are locked and loaded to Nationwide 90 FM.
Yes. Our next guest is an author and youth advocate who is using storytelling to inspire young readers.
And I think this is so important and admirable because reading is fundamental. So today we have joining us Chanel Luden, author of the children's picture book series Little Tommy's Great Adventures, available on Amazon with parts 1 and 2 now released. That's so exciting.
Yes. The books are written for children ages 3 to 12 and aim to encourage kids, especially those with reading difficulties, to develop a love for reading, while also strengthening the connection between parents, teachers, and children.
Chanel is also a radio host with a Love Bay radio station in Canada and plans to pursue nursing in the near future. Now that's a boss woman, right? And today she joins us to share the inspiration behind her book and her mission to empower young readers. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica, please welcome Chanel Luden. Woo-hoo! Hi, Chanel.
Hi.
Okay, you're here You're here. You are a boss woman, and congratulations on releasing part 1 and 2 of your amazing book, Little Tommy's Great Adventures, on Amazon. Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Welcome to the Talk of Youth radio show. Chanel, just so us we can kickstart and get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to write Little Tommy's Great Adventures.
Well, I'm a very down-to-earth person. For those who know me, I'm very humble, always hardworking, very resourceful, always self-motivated and God-fearing. And it was a little boy, it was during COVID time, a little boy by the name of Jabari that inspired me to write the book. I first started reading stories on YouTube because I said, everybody was so busy chasing the money, and to an extent the children were forgotten. So I was like, no one reads to them anymore or talks to them to explain what was going on at the time, and it was such a scary time for even the adults.
It was.
So you can just imagine what the child or the children were going through at that time. And then from there, I volunteered at Elite Early Childhood Center. Shout out to Auntie Marcia and the team that's doing a wonderful job in Ocho Rios. And I met this young man by the name of Jabari. And Jabari had a speech delay. He also had a problem with the pace at which he was learning to read. And so Jabari was being bullied because of this. And I stepped in and I said, no, man, I should go do something for children like Jabari and Jabari. And I penned down just one sentence, guys. And then it all just evolved from there. In 2020, I think it was 2022, that I finally created, paragraphs by paragraphs, and it just kind of flowed and connected.
Wow.
And I remember reaching out to my sister-in-law. Hi, Tamar.
Hi, Tamar.
Yes, Tamar.
Wherever you are. Big up to my sister-in-law, Chanel.
Yes, and Tamar, I pitched it to Tamar, and Tamar was like, yeah, man, definitely go for it. And I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. And,
And
the journey has been wonderful. Thanks be to God.
Thanks be to God. Look at you now, published on Amazon parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing, Chanel, that you use the real life experiences to inspire you. And I took something from what you just said. You used one line. You literally wrote down one line, one single line, and then everything started to flow from that. So ladies, if you're listening, and even if you're not a lady, even men out there, if you're listening, literally one single step, one single line can be the start of something fantastic and amazing and even profitable. So don't be afraid to go out there and take on your dreams.
Talk about impact.
Yes. And no matter the challenges, because you may face, I've been listening to a lot of upcoming authors, and they've been telling me, the challenges that they've been having, and I've been explaining to them that I too had challenge, when I was creating the book. I remember at one point I ended up in the hospital because I got depressed, and then my shout out to Inspire Publishing, Miss Terry Bethel, she walked me from day one, like how to create the book and get it going. And so with her expertise, I was able to market the book, as how it is right now. I was able to get it across to even Africa. As far as Africa, England, I've been getting a lot. Shout out to all the persons that have been supporting me in Africa and in Canada, and in the USA. Thank you. And in England, yes. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to go as far as even Germany.
Oh yes.
And I would suggest to all authors out there who are just coming up, don't think small. I know sometimes we limit ourselves to just Jamaica, but trust me, the world is big. Think big.
Think,
nice.
Well, boy, Chanel, you drop some real gems, Think big. You hear that? Think big. Never think small. Think big, because you never know that probably even your big is too small. So think big, because anything that you want to achieve, you can achieve it. And I know that you said big up Inspire Publishing, and I think you said Miss Terry Bethel is her name. And I just want to highlight how important it is to have a support system and community and people, holding you up when you are also pushing
and
your
my
dreams.
mom.
And your mom. Let's hear your mom's
My mom
name?
is one of the main characters,
Let's
and my
hear-
brother Hassan, he's one of the main characters. So that's why it was based off a true story.
Let's big up Mama
So-
and your brother. Yes.
Caroline,
Oh,
and in the book,
nice.
her name was Carol.
Oh, wow.
My real brother's name is Rasan, but I had to change the name because I knew the kids would have a hard time pronouncing his name, so I used Tommy instead.
Okay, and Tommy is a simple name.
Yeah.
I even name to get on
It's a
here.
catchy
Right,
name.
it is a catchy
Yeah.
name. I remember Tommy from Rugrats. I don't know if these kids still watch Rugrats to this day. Probably my age.
Oh yes,
right?
I remember it from the 90s.
Right,
Yes.
right. Okay, Chanel. All right, so for listeners, I know you spoke about you being inspired by Jabari to write this book. But for those listening in, I want to get a little bit more insight. Who is Tommy, and what kind of adventures can young readers expect in the book?
Okay. Well, Tommy is an 8-year-old boy who goes on several different adventures with his mom. I don't want to give away too much because
Right, we
I
need them
really
to get
want
the
them to
book.
get the book. But
Indeed.
what I can tell you is that part 1, he goes to a soldier camp.
Okay.
Most kids have a difficulty choosing a career whilst growing up.
That's
and
true.
so this will also help them, motivate them to choose a career, for when they get to that age. And for part two is when I think when I because I do go around in the schools and do motivational speeches. I do not just sell books, guys. I try to give back in whatever way I can to the kids. So I do
love that.
motivational speeches.
Oh, fantastic.
If you would like me to come and visit your school, well, off air, you can send me the details. We'll exchange contact.
And you can probably do
So-
some book readings and stuff at the different schools. So everybody tune in to
Yes.
Chanel, right?
So part 2 is when he goes on his first flight, and that has probably been one of the favorites for the kids because
Ooh,
most
kids love
they
flying.
tend to- if not many, they've never taken a flight, so
Right,
they
right.
do not know what the experience is like. So you need to definitely get this book to see what else happens on the adventure
Yes.
while he gets to these destinations. And trust me, it has a lot of twists and turns you don't want to miss.
Ooh.
I can imagine.
And I know you tell us about part 1 and 2, Chanel, but do you have any intentions of continuing the series? So Tommy's Adventure.
Oh
somewhere
yes,
else?
a lot
Okay.
of persons have asked me. So
Yeah.
what happened to when I read it to the first 2 kids, that's my neighbors Tali and Taj, they were like, "Where's the rest?" I was like, "Thank you, Jesus," because I felt so good because they were so
know.
honest. I knew if
Kids
it was
are always
boring, they would
honest,
have told me
definitely.
it was
Whether it needs to be
boring.
brutal.
And it was too short, I guess, for them. But I wanted to give them bite-sized information because I
Yes.
realized that sometimes children's attention span, it's short.
Right.
I mean, for us adults, you can imagine, so for the child,
Whole short season,
So I didn't want to give too much where they become, distracted or bored or anything like that.
Right.
And I have to shout out their dad too because their dad is also in the story.
Oh, nice.
He is one of the persons who will help Tommy in part 1 to get to his destination, to the soldier camp.
Okay.
For those who are not, those who already have the book, they would have known, what takes place when he's getting to these destinations. But for those who have not gotten their book, trust me, you definitely want to get it on Amazon, or you can get it in Ocho Rios, that's Simmons Plaza, or Pine Grove Pharmacy, New Pine Grove Pharmacy, and now the Book Jungle, that's upstairs Rexo Supermarket. So I try to make it as locally available.
That's
And the
fantastic.
greatest thing, if your child is stuck on the tablets, guys, I know the tablets can be distracting, but we've been trying to incorporate that in the schools and also at home. You have to monitor them with the tablets because I realize that children tend to play. It's not a bad thing for them to play games, to take a break, watch the games that they play, but make sure monitor the time that they spend on the
screen time.
tablets. So my book is available on the tablet where the child can participate in their reading exercise.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
So they can get it on their Kindle, and it makes it easier whilst traveling. For other parents, they may say otherwise because they want to have like a mini library at home
Yes.
where they can add the book to their collection.
Yes. Okay, thank you for that, Chanel.
Your book is designed for children ages 3 to 12, and I know you told us about the experience you had with Jabari, but why is it important for you to focus on encouraging kids with reading difficulties?
Well, if you look around, we need more persons out there to really, reflect being that good role model in the society. And now it's at a time that we desperately need these persons. So, my initiative right now, someone said to me that, did you know that you're not just selling books, you are impacting lives? And that's when it hit me, and I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine the many lives that I have impacted in such a positive way just because I went in and I gave them that motivation and I read to them. So, just my small way, or in a small way of giving, my small token of giving back, I know that it will create a better future for Jamaica.
Indeed.
And shout out to all the other authors who are also doing the same thing. I see you guys. And I'm not a selfish author. I try to promote as well other authors out there, including my friend Mark Dunbar, who lives in Canada.
Ooh.
He has some wonderful books too on Amazon.
Okay, all right. So, Chanel, I know you spoke about the physical copies of the book being in Ocho Rios. So, my question, are you from Ocho Rios? Is that where you're originally from? Okay, because I see you plug in born and bred in Ocho Rios. So, you're Saint and Girly. Okay. But when did you leave Jamaica?
When did I?
Leave Jamaica.
Oh, actually, I'm still in Jamaica.
Oh, you're still here.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
fantastic.
still in Jamaica.
But she just has a
Oh.
really wide network.
Oh, okay. Because
I know.
And a radio host in Canada.
Yes.
That's pretty
So I've been
cool.
doing a lot based here in Jamaica, but there will come a time where I know that I will have to leave. But it's bittersweet, but it's part of my vision in expanding, especially for this initiative.
Of course. That's so excellent. Wow, Chanel, that's really amazing. Because when I saw a radio host in Canada, I was like, okay, clearly you're in Canada, and you did speak about many things about being in Canada. So my assumption was that you're in Canada, but that just shows your wide reach.
Right.
Girl, you're a real boss. Real boss.
Yeah.
Big up you, Chanel.
Yeah.
Clock your teeth.
Thank you.
Okay.
It shows us that you really don't have any limitations.
No limitations.
Limitations are in our minds.
No.
That's just so amazing, Chanel. So I know you spoke about, because now that I know that you're here, I'm definitely gonna plug you. I know you spoke about being able to go to schools and probably do readings, so I'm gonna ask you, how can people get through to you, to contact you, to be able to have you come to their schools, bring the books so that parents can buy, teachers can also buy to place in the libraries?
Well, they can send me an Instagram message. The page is Little Tommy's Great Adventures _JA.
Okay, so that's
They
Little
can
Tommy's
send me a
Great
message there, or they can
Adventures.
contact me on this number, 504-0972. The air code is 876.
Okay, so 876-504-0972.
And guys, I have to tell you the good news. It is so good that it has gone now to the Canadian Embassy.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, Sean Paul. He endorsed it for me.
Wow.
Including IT. Dahlia Harris has endorsed
Whoa.
it. Adam Stewart has endorsed it.
Okay.
And Bartlett. Minister Montague, thank you again, Minister Montague, for your huge support from the St. Mary side.
Wow.
And even the ministry, they have given me the heads up. It's just for me to go back and do some, small annotations and then send it back to them.
Amazing.
So,
and is that the Ministry of
It's
Education?
not just a regular book. This is the best kids book in Jamaica. Guaranteed down pat. Little Tommy's Great Adventures.
Shameless plug. So
Right.
we should expect to see it in our schools very, very soon, right?
Yes, it's already in, I think, one school, that's Elite Early Childhood Center, and it's going to be available at 2 more schools in Ocho Rios.
Wow.
For those who are interested in getting the book on their book list, you can contact me again, 876-504-0972. Trust me, it's an amazing one to help the children with their confidence in reading. And, we all started reading by pictures. That is why I made it available as a picture book. And I also tackled two other issues, guys, that most persons overlook or are probably afraid to talk about with the kids. But it's time that we have that talk, and that's I call it the Oreo issue. The Oreo issue is the racial or racism rather, and the colorism that are still going on now presently here and abroad. So for a child going through that at school, you can imagine being bullied because you can't read and being bullied because of your skin color. So I also tackled those issues in the book. And it's not just a regular book, because I try to incorporate different subject areas in it as well. I didn't want them to just go away with a story. I wanted them to learn something.
Yes. And I think it's important because oftentimes those are conversations that we don't normally have here in Jamaica. But it's important that children at an early stage understand the importance. And I mean, our motto is in fact out of many one people. So it's important for them to really appreciate that and what that is and what that is about. But I don't want us to just scan over your contact, because I do want people to contact you. So I'm just going to go over it one more time. If you want to get Chanel, you're going to go to Little Tommy's Great Adventures _JA on Instagram. That's Little Tommy's Great Adventures _JA on Instagram. And the telephone number is 876-504-0972. Am I correct, Chanel?
Yes, you are
Okay,
correct.
all right, my memory not so bad. All right, fantastic. So if you want to get through to Chanel, please contact her. And Chanel, in relation to because we're asking you about, contacting you, there's no way that we can ask you about how much the book costs. Because remember, it costs some money, don't it? Right, so I want you to tell us, how much does it cost? Is there a difference in the cost online, on Amazon, and physically, or is it the same cost?
Okay, so that's a good question. When you go online, the last time I checked, it was for $19.99.
Okay.
That's exclusive of delivery. In some places, delivery may be free.
Okay.
And locally, I know that if you go to Pine Grove Pharmacy and New Pine Grove Pharmacy, it is available at a cost for $3,000. I think it's a $300 difference at the Book Jungle.
Okay, that's not bad.
And for the price, guys, you're getting 2 for 1. I made sure to compare my book to other books, and I realized that I was giving a better deal because you'll be getting 2 books in one. Or 2 stories in one.
That is so it's both part 1 and part 2 for the $3,000 and the $19.99 online. Wow, I think that's a steal.
And to make it even more affordable, the Kindle is less than $1,500. The Kindle version is like $1,400 Jamaican, $1,400. That's the price of probably buying a slippers.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's really
investing in your child's education by just purchasing the book.
And to me, at a menial price, I think that's a steal actually. So if you have a little sister, a little niece, a nephew, a little brother, a son, a daughter, a cousin, granddaughter, grandson, whatever it is, whatever capacity that you may play a role,
or even for yourself as an adult.
And even for yourself as an adult.
There you go. Let me something, mind me patois.
we can appreciate it.
Listen, I'm from Jamaica, guys, so I know my mom sometimes bother me about my patois, but it should be now and then.
Right.
And the adults have been telling me, some of them have confided in me that they have a reading problem. So it's not just the kids. And they said that I've inspired them. Even the guys on the streets, they've been giving me the thumbs up. The guys who you would probably walk past and say, maybe they're not reach nowhere, or they're not. They have been giving me the thumbs up and saying, congratulations, and it's something that is an issue that they've not been brave enough to talk about with anyone. And they're glad that I've tackled it in a way that it connects with them and also connects with a child.
That's so important. That's so important, and it goes back to just showing you how important that you've placed making your book, addressing the issue of reading difficulties among not just children but all across different ages. So congratulations, Chanel, on that. Big up you.
Thank you.
So Chanel, you also highlight the importance of building a stronger relationship between parents, teachers, and children through reading. How do you think books can help build those connections?
Well, I think it can bring forth a very good relationship with the teachers, because I know for some students, they may be scared to ask their teachers questions in classes. I always
Yes.
encourage them, not, do not be afraid to ask if you do not understand.
Mhm.
And then the book now can bring them together in a setting where they feel comfortable in asking the teacher, you know, um,
It's a more relaxed space.
what word is this, or
Mhm.
what is happening here, or they can ask any question to the teacher. So and then because it's a picture book, so even if they cannot identify some of the words,
Yeah.
they can read it by picture.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
the teacher will be able to connect with the students better,
Right.
in a better setting.
Right.
And I think it also gives our parents the opportunity to spend some time with their children with reading too.
Yes, Sheree, yes, some quality time.
Bonding
And
time.
I've been noticing that everybody is still busy, but the book gives them that quality time together, whether at night or during the daytime.
Yes.
I know one parent told me that it has done significantly well for her and her daughter, because her daughter have not stopped talking about the book since she read it for her bedtime.
Wow. So we see you making an impact, Chanel, and inspiring others. But
And bringing together that family unit,
family
that
unit,
family
which
love
is so
again,
important. The first social institution in any community is a family. So that is so important that you can impact, the family and bringing the family unit together. But Chanel, we can't just go away and not talk, just brush over you being a radio host in Canada, because clearly you're a multi-potentialite, you're a multi-diverse woman who's making some big moves.
Multi-talented.
You are multi-talented, right? So you're a host with Love Bay radio station in Canada, and you also plan to pursue nursing in the future. So how do these passions, being an author, hosting the radio show in Canada, and wanting to pursue nursing, how do these different passions connect you with your ultimate mission of offering help to others?
Well, for one, I've always loved interacting with children. I used to do teaching in the past as well.
Oh, wow.
And so, I've always thought to myself that I know that I'm a purposeful young woman.
You are.
And I've always wanted to create positive impact for my country, for my community at large. And well, I know Sherry, because Sherry and I were from the same community.
And Sherry, you don't like she don't really know you, Chanel? Really? Wow, okay.
Love that thing.
So for the nursing now, I realized that during COVID time there was a shortage of health workers, and I was saying to myself, my God, if I knew what to do, I would be helping to save lives. So that's something that I want to. I mean, I've started it, through the book, Saving Lives, but I want to continue on that venture.
That's so nice, Chanel. And it's obvious that you're passionate.
Yeah.
It's obvious that you're passionate about helping others. It's obvious that you are also very observant and keen on addressing people's needs, because I know from you spoke about earlier in the interview your observation of Jabari, who has inspired you to write the book, and you did something about it. You want to pursue nursing because during COVID you saw what was happening and you wanted to be able to help.
Yeah.
So you're obviously not just a thinker, but you are in fact a doer, Chanel. You are a go-getter, and we have to big you
anybody
up.
that knows me, they will tell you that this girl, she's not just about words or talk.
Right, or
She
talking.
is all about action. as well.
Action. So your action, Chanel. We really have to big you up, Chanel, and we have to give you your flowers
Thank you.
today on the Talk Up Youth radio show. So I know you heard about being inspired, your book inspiring young people and other persons, but from me to you, I want to big you up on this Talk Up Youth radio show. And in March, which is celebrated as International Women's Day on the 8th of March, but for the entire month of March, we're celebrating women. Chanel, you are a boss.
Yes.
Keep bossing
Thank
up, keep
you.
showing out. I'm looking forward to seeing
You guys have to have me
Little
back,
Tommy's. Of
'cause I have another
course we
book that's
will.
coming up.
Oh, we would definitely
Well, it's already
will.
released, but I'll give you the scoop on it when you invite me back.
Okay, Chanel. Shameless plugging yourself, but we definitely will. But we're so happy to just hear from you, and we just want you to continue bossing up. I'm looking forward to hearing the Little Tommy's Great Adventures go past 20 series, and as you said, you have other books, so we're really encouraging you to keep on to doing this author thing and everything else that you've been doing, Chanel. You're really, really amazing. So before we even go, I just want to hear from you. You're finally one more time how persons can get in contact to you and what you're willing to do in terms of with your book readings and so forth.
Okay, so persons can contact me on Instagram. That's Little Tommy. Remember to follow the page, guys, and to share Little Tommy's Great Adventures _JA. Or you can contact me via telephone. That's 876-504-0972.
Yes, and you are willing to go into the schools, right, Chanel? You're willing to go do readings and speak to the young children and parents and teachers, right?
Yeah, man, and I've also gotten persons who, let's say you don't have a child that you want to purchase for. I do donations, so you can actually purchase the book, and I will donate it on your behalf.
On your behalf. Wow, that's amazing. So just to get the support so that you can also help another child.
Yes.
And Chanel, as I heard you say follow the page, I don't know, probably this is just my young person mind chipping in, but maybe you can do like a giveaway, for the person who follow the page, like and comment, a little thing like that.
Okay.
Because for somebody to get a Little Tommy's Adventure Part 1 and 2 book, I think you can probably think about that. That's just me, helping the nation here. So, for persons following the page, you may never know, Chanel may come up with that giveaway for her book so that you can give it to somebody. So go ahead and follow her right now. I want her followers to grow in seconds today. Right, Chanel?
Yes, most definitely. Yes, I will definitely think about that giveaway for a child out there, or it can be an adult too.
Yes.
I will consider giving away a copy of Little Tommy's Great Adventures, in addition to some phone cards, because I know we all can use phone cards.
Oh, definitely. People always want credit, so that is so important. Thank you so much, Chanel. I don't know if Sheree wants to drop in anything before we go.
I think it was just a lovely interview with you, Chanel. I mean, you've shared that. I know you personally. We're getting to know so much. I didn't know you were carrying so much on your shoulders, but we're absolutely proud. And as we're celebrating women, we're excited to hear all that you're doing. And she's just championing the same cause we're talking about, women seeing a need and just being able to address that need head on, being givers, being doers. We love it, Chanel, and we're so inspired.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Chanel, for joining.
In celebrating women, I want to salute my mother because I learned so much from her. She's a real trooper, a real soldier as well. And the rest of my family and the rest of my friends and supportive team that has helped to make this possible, and including God Almighty.
Of course.
Thank you, Jesus.
Of course. We have to big up our community. Like I've said before, it's so important to have a supportive community because your dreams and your aspirations are yours, and it's so amazing that you're pushing them forward. But when you have a community behind you, supporting you and reminding you how amazing and big you are, it's so much easier to continue pursuing those dreams and seeing them come to fruition. So big up Chanel's mom, big up her family, and big up God, because without him she wouldn't be able to get where she needs to be, right, Chanel? So thank you so much for joining us, Chanel, and we'll definitely, as you plugged it, have you back another time for you to talk about your other book, author, radio host, and aspiring nurse Chanel Luden. Yay! All right, so we're going to take a quick break, but thank you so much for tuning in to Talk Up Youth, the voice of the Jamaican youth. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
Hey, my peeps,
get tests on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. At least if you test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late, so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life with Yout, coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Do you them have a voice here and it matters? The Family Club helps us to keep giving young people the mic. If you believe in that, join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Hey yo, me is a youth, no in a hurry.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you. Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
After the thrill of Messi in 2025, the CONCACAF Champions Cup is back in Kingston this March as Mount Pleasant FA welcomes LA Galaxy to the National Stadium on March 19. It's the Caribbean's best against former German international and Borussia Dortmund star Marco Reus and the Galaxy. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Admission $2,000 pre-sold, $2,500 at the gate. Get your tickets now online at caribtix.com or in-store at Meister Sports Portmore, Boot Gas Station, Draxall and Constant Spring Road. Sponsored by the Global Institute of Sports, the Sports Development Foundation, Power Aid, Medicare Ambulance Services and Happy Water.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
G, you know say Mikey no come?
Hold on.
No, sir. That sound like consumption.
What that?
Tuberculosis, aka TB.
Now all time something like that. After nobody now get that again.
So you think TB still the boat?
If you have a cough for more than 2 weeks with fever, night sweats, and weight loss, go to your doctor or health center and get tested now. Let's be vigilant and stop the spread of TB infections. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
You may have been hearing the teasers. Now it's official. Beginning Monday, February 9, 2026, Nationwide News Network launches something special. The Nationwide Family Club, exclusively on Patreon.
With the Family Club, members get early access to our documentaries before anyone else. Some of your favorite segments, including Cliff Says, What's on My Mind, Cover Story, and others will now be a click away inside the Family Club. There are 3 tiers of membership. First, Bronze, the Family Insider, behind-the-scenes access, Monday motivational videos, members-only chats, and on-air birthdays and anniversary shoutouts.
Second, Silver, Nationwide VIP. Breaking news alerts, exclusive documentaries, quizzes, personal milestones celebrated on air, and weekly family roll call mentions. Oh, and for our biggest supporters,
our gold category, elite listener, full archive access, early releases, private studio tours, live show experiences, personalized birthday videos, and exclusive live streams. From historic election coverage to lifetime, impact, Jamaican milestones, and rare archive content. This is Nationwide like you've never seen it before. The Nationwide Family Club, coming to you February 9, 2026 on Patreon.
Join the family. Support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family, because we see you as family.
Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy. Lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Filled with catastrophe. But she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you'll never forget her name. She's on top of the world. Hottest of the hottest girls say, oh, we got our feet on the ground and we're burning it down. Oh, got our head in the clouds and we're not coming down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Everybody stares as she goes by, 'cause they can see the flame that's in her eyes. Watch her as she's lighting up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world. But she gon' let it burn, baby, burn, baby. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, myself, Talk Up Youth.
Wow. this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman. She's the constant wind that fills my sail. Oh, that woman. With a smile and a star, she'll protect you like a child. That's a woman. She'll put a smile upon her face and take you to the higher place. So don't you underestimate the strength of a woman. The strength of a woman. Woke up this morning, I got up with a scent of a woman.
Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. And as we continue highlighting important women health conversations during Women's Month, we're also recognizing Endometriosis Awareness Month observed every March. So March is really all about women empowerment, women's health, everything that you can think women related. And today we're taking a moment to talk about endometriosis, a condition that affects millions of women and girls around the world, yet many people still don't even know much about it. Honestly, like I can even be honest and really candid that it wasn't until I was much older now that I've really gotten to be aware of what endometriosis is and what it comes with.
For many women, painful periods are often dismissed as normal, but sometimes these symptoms can be a sign of something more serious. You know, when them say, yeah, woman, you're supposed to bear it.
You're supposed to bear it,
yeah.
you know, normal thing.
Right. So raising awareness helps women and young girls understand their bodies, seek medical advice when needed, and get the support they deserve.
Indeed. So to help us better understand endometriosis, we're going to have a short video speaking about endometriosis from Risk Medicine, and it will speak about what it is, signs and symptoms, and how we can probably tackle it, right?
Love that.
So over to our video from Risk Medicine that will tell us about endometriosis.
Endometriosis is a disorder that is characterized by endometrial tissue being found outside of the uterus. The most common locations are the ovaries, ligaments surrounding the uterus, and fallopian tubes. It is also commonly found in the Douglas or retrouterine pouch. However, it can be found in other parts of the pelvis, like the vagina and cervix, the bowels or rectum, and even the bladder. In rarer cases, it can be found outside the pelvis, in places such as the lungs, brain, skin, and has even been found in the nasal mucosa. Around 10% of women of reproductive age suffer from endometriosis, with a 7 to 10 times increased risk in those with first-degree relatives with the condition, and around 25% of these patients are asymptomatic, and the average age at diagnosis is 28 years old.
If you order today, this will be sitting on your counter before.
Okay, quite interesting so far.
Yes, quite interesting so far.
Yeah.
And we have some information about endometriosis from the World Health Organization. For endometriosis is a health condition characterized by the growth of tissue similar to the lining of the uterus outside the uterus, leading to various symptoms and complications.
Yeah.
It occurs when endometrial-like tissue grows outside the uterus, often affecting the ovaries, fallopian tubes, and the tissue lining the pelvis. So this condition can also involve other organs such as the bowel and bladder, and in rare cases it may appear in areas like the lungs or brain.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. So the symptoms, Sherry, any symptoms of endometriosis?
So common symptoms usually are pelvic pain, so often severe, especially during menstruation, and may worsen over time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then you see heavy menstrual bleeding. This can include bleeding between periods too. And painful during intercourse, so often described as deep pain during or after sex. And then we see painful bowel movements or urination, particularly during menstrual periods.
And I guess when it gets very serious,
Yeah.
it can lead to infertility, where it can lead to complications that affect fertility.
Yeah.
So it's really important, if you feel any of these symptoms, as per the World Health Organization, you can please go and check it out, go and speak to your doctor, your gynecologist, to ensure that you can treat it as best as possible, right? We are going to go back to our video and get a little bit more information before we tune back into us. So tune in again to our video from Ruiz Medicine on endometriosis.
Diagnosis is 28 years old. Endometriosis is typically underdiagnosed. A major symptom of it is recurring pelvic pain. Roughly 50% of women have pain with endometriosis, and most commonly it is a bilateral pain affecting the pelvis. It can also involve the lower back, rectal area, and the legs. Of the patients that have pain, around 70% of the time it is associated with menstruation. This can be explained due to the cyclical bleeding of the endometrial tissue, which can lead to inflammation and swelling, or the pain may come from adhesions. In this case, the pain is more likely to be constant throughout the menstrual cycle. Dysmenorrhea is often observed to worsen over time. Endometriosis is also associated with pain during sexual intercourse, which is termed dyspareunia. It is also associated with Mittelschmerz, which is a pain with ovulation. There can also be pain with urination or with bowel movements. An interesting point is that the degree of endometriosis does not correlate well with the pain. Some women have a small amount of endometriosis but have a very severe pain, while others may have extensive disease and have little or no pain. Infertility is another major impact of endometriosis, and between 30 and 50% of women with endometriosis are infertile. Heavy or irregular menstrual periods are common in endometriosis, and when it is found in the thorax, it is termed thoracic endometriosis syndrome, which can manifest as catamenial, meaning associated with menstruation, pneumothorax, hemothorax, or hemoptysis. And it's also associated.
It's so heartbreaking to know that there are females having to live and be great with this, especially those who are severely impacted by it.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And again, everyone listening, if you're even a man and you have a wife, you have a daughter, you have a sister, please make inquiries so that they can get these things checked out, right? And I mean, to young men who may feel like your pain is being dismissed or misunderstood, my advice is seek professional help. Go to your doctors, go to your gynecologist, know how to manage so that you can be more aware, because remember, ignorance is bliss, and if you don't know how to deal with it. So it's important to seek professionals, get the professional help so that you can learn how to manage it and know what it is when it comes on, how to deal with it, and also seek community. Sometimes I think when we talk about community, we don't like to refer to our health, but I know that you have different health pages or different communities that deal with primarily health issues. So seek a community, because once you find another woman going through it, you're like, okay, clearly I'm not crazy. There's somebody else experiencing this, and this person is able to help me and give me assistance or guide me on how to treat this particular thing. So I would say that, right?
But to everyone else, I'd also want to say, give a listening ear. You never really understand what somebody's going through, but it's important for us not to dismiss what people may say, even if we don't understand it. If we don't know what to say, just sit and listen. Sometimes that's all people need, or a hand to hold, or a drive to the doctor.
Exactly.
We just have to show up and be present.
Because the question really is that how can families, schools, communities help support women and girls who are living with endometriosis? And the real simple answer is that Families can support loved ones by educating themselves about endometriosis, validating their pain, and encouraging them to seek medical care. Communities can amplify awareness through public campaigns, social media advocacy. You who's probably experiencing this particular, endometriosis, you can create an Instagram page. You can start to build a community where persons can learn more about it, persons can know how to deal with it and how to treat it. So support doesn't have to look like anything serious to major. Just a simple act of kindness and understanding can go such a far and long way. So those are ways that we can deal with that. So, I think that was an amazing discussion. Just a little, brief education moment and awareness moment, because you can never go wrong with education, right, Sheree? So thank you guys for tuning into that segment. So before we wrap and go to our final segment, we want to encourage persons to remember to use the phone lines.
Yes, please.
Go on over to YouTube and make comments, because we're going to big up everybody who you want us to big up in this last segment. We're going to say all of your comments. If you want to drop in something about women and what you think about women and how you think about women empowerment and girls, please drop it. Use the phone lines. Our studio lines are 876-630-9371 or 630-9372, and it goes all the way up to 9374. So it's 876-630-9371, 9372, 9373, and 9374. So run up the chat right now.
Yes, please.
Call up the line so that we can hear from you and big you up in our final segment on the Talk Up Youth radio show. We said Talk Up Youth with Sefi.
Talk Up Youth.
Strength of a woman. Strength of a woman.
Singers, songwriters, producers, this is your chance to write your name into Jamaica's rich music history and also win $3 million cash in the JCDC Festival Song Competition. And it's now so easy to enter because what? We gone digital. It's all online. Just log on to jcdc.gov.jm, fill in the form online and upload your entry. Closing date March 31. Enter now.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
Share in the experience at Fontana Pharmacy. We have a wide variety of items in store just for you. Fill your prescriptions while you shop. And senior citizens enjoy 10% off. Shop household, cosmetics, toys, and many other departments. We also offer curbside pickup and delivery. Visit our website at fontanapharmacy.com. Fontana Pharmacy, where it's all good inside.
Yeah, man, you don't know, this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
Can't this line go any faster? Don't want to miss the movie trailers. Or the dancing popcorn ads. Those snacks have killer dance moves. Almost there. Hey, Ash, do you have an extra tampon? Yeah, here you go. Thanks. I've also got pain medication, an eye mask, a hot compress, protein-rich snacks. Ooh, and a sleeping kitten. Helps with the cramps.
I've never seen anyone so prepared for their period.
Well, I gotta be prepared. I have endometriosis.
Endometriosis? What's that?
Endometriosis is a common but usually serious condition that affects reproductive organs, the uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. When a person who menstruates has endometriosis, the tissue that breaks down during a typical period grows outside of the uterus and becomes trapped. This trapped tissue attaches to the outside of organs and causes scar tissue and can be really painful.
Whoa, Ash. That sounds scarier than the movie we're about to see.
Oh, it was at first. My periods can be really painful. It hurts my back and stomach. Sometimes it's hard to get through the day. But my doctor caught it early, and we figured out a plan to manage it. Different forms of birth control, like the pill or an IUD, can help. In some cases, medication or even surgery are effective.
So your endometriosis is less of a horror film and more of a quirky buddy comedy?
Yeah, sort of. I'll call it Ash and Endo, Unlikely Friends. Oh.
Maybe workshop that title. Wait, what about rom-coms? I mean, does endometriosis affect sexual relationships?
Nope. With proper health care, people with endometriosis can enjoy a happy, healthy sex life if they want to. Endometriosis affects about 10% of people with uteruses worldwide, but it's still hard to diagnose. It's important to have a solid relationship with a doctor you trust, so you can make them aware if you're having pain during sex.
Sounds like your endometriosis film has a happy ending.
All right. Welcome back to the Talk Up Youth Radio Show, and we are so grateful for that video that just told us about endometriosis. And in the break, Sheree and I were having a quick conversation, girl to girl, and we were just saying that women are really powerful, because to be able to go through that kind of pain and discomfort and still show up in the workplace, because it's not necessarily a particular, I know in some countries they're working towards getting period pain as a part of their sick leave, specifically for that particular pain, but we're not just there yet, and I know the conversation is there to push us forward to that area, but just for us to show up amidst all of that and still perform and still shine, I'm telling you, women are superheroes. We are so powerful, and it's just so important to big us up and just tell us how important we are, right?
I think it's important too to support the women you have in your circle. Don't overlook them. Sometimes we may be in tough situations, but big up everybody big
up all women and big them up. Don't take it for granted that you see a friend. It doesn't have to be a partner, it doesn't have to be a family member, but just a friend you see who is a woman who's doing her thing. Don't be afraid to big her up. Don't be afraid to tell her, girl, you're doing your thing, and encourage her, because a little goes a long way, right? A little definitely goes a long way. So in this short segment, we're just going to quickly tell you about Fuego Transport, and knowing that they're a modern transportation solution that's redefining how people get around, offering safe, simple, and stress-free rides across our communities, whether you're heading to school, work, an event, or just connecting with family and friends. Fuego Transport promises a reliable way to travel, because we know the way, and that's their slogan. They know the way. So if you ever need a modern solution to transportation, you can get in contact with Fuego Transport.
Love that.
Yeah. So we're looking at the YouTube chat. We want to big up everybody who is joined on YouTube and watching. And remember to use the lines again to call in if you want to leave any comments. But I just want to read some of the comments here. And I'm seeing Miss Annie Smith J4J. Big up Annie Smith J4J. Thanks for joining on YouTube. She has been saying a lot of big ups. Big up the host. She wants to big up the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. And she's left some really nice comments. One of them is, women are bossing up in sports, entertainment, entrepreneurship, etc. She says, a woman with a voice is by definition a strong woman. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. And that's from Oprah Winfrey.
Yes, I love that.
Any more comments, Sheree? Anything else that you see you want to big up, you want to highlight?
Scrolling through, I see David Nabar supporting the women this morning. He's in the chat as well. Morning, David. Or is afternoon? No, it's afternoon.
It's afternoon now. Hi, David. Thanks for joining the chat. We still see Annie on. We We see, we have a comment from Shavanice Arnold. She says, my friends and family really go through it with endo. Even after surgery, it came back. Whoa. We're so sorry to hear that, Shavanice. And we're hoping that everybody's taking the necessary actions to treat endometriosis, right? Oh, I see somebody here, Kamani Marans. Big up Morgan Kelly. Wow, thanks for the big up to listeners. Hey, we got a fan.
Bigging up his females, of course.
Wow, we love that. Oh, Annie, you have a fan. David, you have a fan. Annie said one David on the app.
That is
wow,
it.
Easy,
That
never
is
two.
it.
And David keeps us going with the music, the energy, everything that's going forward. So we love that. We love that. I see Annie still saying, I need to talk with these women who always want the host. Wow, some real conversations going on in the chat here. So just to, talk about, wrap up on our wonderful women. Sherry, I know earlier we spoke about women who are making an impact, and we spoke about our mothers, bigging up our mothers. But tell me about women who inspire you, especially, in your field of social work and, creating policy and driving the policy conversations. Is there any particular woman that inspires you? And also for our viewers and listeners, if there's any woman that inspires you, you can quickly drop it in the chat, drop a little paragraph about the woman, and we'll definitely bring it out and tell the nation what you've said. Yeah, sure. Is any woman that inspires you?
Oh Lord, let me see. I think it's really so many females in the space.
Yes.
I have drawn inspiration from some of my lecturers, some of my social work lecturers, and then in the workspace, I've been in the hospital setting, and now I'm within the ministry, and I think there are so many females who have experienced so much in life, but then are also just so brilliant and eager to champion change. So I can't even name like a one person or a two person, but it's just really the persons I see on a daily.
I want to not even go as far. I mean, obviously you have women in the field, in different professional fields. But I just want to big up my friends. Every day I see my friends getting up as women, doing their thing. They're going out there in their different professional roles, in their different professional capacities. Some are mothers, some are aunts, some are wives, some are just doing their own thing, and I'm so proud of all of them. So to all my friends out there, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm really happy to see you all out there being strong, amazing women. Thank you for teaching me so many things that sometimes helps me to be the strong, amazing woman that I am. Right.
As we're hearing from Chanel, there are days when we can't be so strong.
Yes.
We don't have it in us to be so strong.
Have it, but our community.
There you go.
Our community. Trust me, and I can tell you about that. There are days when I don't even want to get up. But the strength from my community, the support from my community, the encouragement from my community is so important and so necessary. And so I'm so grateful for the sisterhood that I have with my friends and my community, and that they can encourage me and continue to support me. And like I said, sometimes support is just something so small, like just showing up.
Just being present.
Just being present. You don't even have to carry me nothing. Just be there. Know that I can access you. Know that you're available. And I think that's so important. I'm checking the chat again, and I'm seeing more comments. I see somebody saying, Shavanice is saying, love the set. Yes, big up Nationwide every time. It looks really, really good. Shavanice says, it's gotta be my mom. She's so resilient, and even with the simplest thing, she never gives up. She drills that into me daily. Whoa.
Love
big
that.
Big up Shavanice's mom. We have a comment from Andrea there. Christy, one love. Whoa, boy, me have fans for this man. One love at Morgan. Whoa, Morgan, you're super. You do a whole lot, boy. Sometimes I don't even know how I do it, but I try to. Well, we love the comments in the chat, and we want to big up Sheree too, because she's also super. Because here she is, social worker by day. On a Saturday, she's here hosting the Talk Up Youth radio show. So we have a whole and making policy. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So that's a lot that we're here doing as women. We have Annie Smith saying Oprah Winfrey inspires me because she grew up in poverty and faced significant challenges in her early life, including hardship and trauma, and is ambitious and visionary. That's so true. Oprah is and rich. Let's not even. I mean, Annie, I guess you're trying to be very humble about it,
right?
But Oprah is wealthy, so we want to big up Oprah for doing that. And I mean, we spoke about a lot of Jamaican women, but international women. Oprah. I also love Shirley Ralph, who has Jamaican connections, but it's so powerful when Shirley speaks, you want to listen. When she gives you a
have
speech,
to.
you feel like, no man, get it together now, girl. Get it together. She reminds you that you are that girl.
Yeah.
I also love Viola Davis. I think she's always very, very impactful, not just through her acting, but also through the way she speaks, through the way she communicates. So I think those are some international women. Any other women internationally that you appreciate, Sheree?
I'd say Michelle Obama.
Oh, for sure.
I
When
think
they
she's
go
a
low, we
driving-
go high. Okay.
I think she's a force to be reckoned with, and I love her.
Yes. I see some more. Shavanice is saying, I won't even downplay it, but you see Rihanna, the way she pivoted and started Savage Fenty, I admire the growth of her empire. She can take my money every day. Okay, so David is saying Rihanna Oyman album, but Shavanice is saying, listen, this lady has pivoted and built an empire, literally,
She has.
literally, and like now her name is a household name. Savage Fenty. We have Savage Fenty for makeup. We have Savage Fenty for lingerie. We have Savage Fenty for like absolutely everything. David is saying the next 100 years there'll still be no album, but I am faithful and I believe in her. I think she's gonna drop it on us when we least expect it.
But you
right?
know, even without an album, we'll still be talking about her.
We'll still be talking about
and
her.
She'll still be making
her money. Still having her loving family.
Yes.
Like she's literally, them can't beat her down, because anything she's gonna bounce right back
Showing
up. So
us how to do
big
it.
up Robin, Rihanna, Fenty, or Caribbean girl. I know she's from Barbados, but Jamaicans, we accept and love you, Rihanna. So big you up every time. We love you, love your products, love everything that you bring, and we love your music. And even though you don't bring us a new album, your music is still timeless.
Yeah,
right.
of
So
course.
we want to big up Rihanna. Shavani said the music can stay, to be honest, because she's like literally built a multi-million-dollar industry.
Our focus is there
right,
now.
right. But you know, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on this show about women empowerment. It has been so amazing just talking about girl power and women, you know, being amazing and being out there and doing great things. And so we are so happy that this show gave us that opportunity to highlight some of the special women in our lives, the special women that we recognize, and the special women who we've even seen internationally, not just Jamaican, even though, you know, we know say we give a little bit of extra bias to Jamaican women.
Only right.
Right. But we're so grateful to be able to have that opportunity to speak about women all across the world, bossing up and doing amazing things. So right now we are making way for Design Studio with Karen Booker, and later for Outside with Pepita. So we want to thank our special guest today, Chanel Luden, with author of her book Little Tommy's Great Adventures. Remember to plug that in on her Instagram, or executive producer Empress, or producers Damian Scarlett and Damian Rose, the nationwide 90 FM executive team, or studio engineer David McNish, one David, never two, right? And on behalf of the entire Talk Up Youth radio show and the nationwide family, we want to say a safe, restful, amazing weekend to all our Jamaican listeners out there. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth.
Thanks for joining.
Like I won 100 million. I got a good woman. I got a good woman. She's the full package, everything I need. Maybe I am lucky cause I can't believe she's more of everything that's guaranteed. Just watch how she walks. She's got that attitude, that's her style, and it gives me the feels. And she changed the mood with her smile. All this can be real. He's like I won 100 million. I found a good woman. I found a good woman. Like I won 100 million. I got a good woman. I got a good woman.
This is Nikisha Barnes representing for Talk Up Radio, a Talk Up Youth production held every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth.
Talk Up Youths. Hey. Oh, yeah, boy. Listen. Right about now, we want to tell them. We tell them, say, youths, you have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence. You youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.
Tell the
them have a voice here, and it matters. The Family Club helps us to keep giving young people the mic. If you believe in that, join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Hey yo, me is a youth, no in a hurry.